Today we have the battle of the battles. We have the new HTC One M8 versus the iPhone 5S. First of all, we got the HTC One M8 with a Qualcomm A01 clocked at 2.5 gigahertz with 2 gigs of RAM. On the back, we have a 5 megapixel camera. I'm sorry, this is a 4 megapixel ultra megapixel camera and the dual camera. This is a new technology from HTC where they planning to use this technology so you can like autofocus and stuff like that. You can see that the build quality of this phone is pretty good. This phone is made by aluminum and stainless steel. So it's a great phone. Build quality, super good. It's metal, solid. It's not a cheap Android. This is a really beautiful phone. You can see in here, it's really quick. So you can see the way the phone perform, super quick. Now in a few minutes we're gonna be comparing these phones, how fast it is and everything like that. In the other hand, we have the one that everybody knows already, iPhone 5S. So we know because of the build quality, it's a really good phone. You know, everybody knows and see this phone before. So we're just gonna make some tests in here to see how this phone react against each other. I'm gonna kill all the applications to make sure that everything is fully working and there's no app running in the background. I'm gonna do the same thing with the M8. And now I'm gonna hit it here. And I'm gonna kill everything right here. Alright. Alright, so let's do this. I know, I'm sorry, the camera's a little bit shaky, but I'm trying to do this. So I'm gonna do right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open Facebook in both phones, okay? Before I open those two apps, I wanna mention something that I've been seeing, that the details in the screen of the HTC M8 are really significant in comparison to the ones on the iPhone 5s. You see more details on the screen, less pixelation. Even though the iPhone is a retina display, in the HTC M8 you can see all the details super good. Everything looks really sharp. Details like you see less pixelation, more details in the letters. When you're reading, you can see it clearly. And I've been noticing, you guys are gonna see it soon, that in the HTC M8 the whites looks really white, and in the iPhone 5s you can see a little bit that the whites look a little bit yellowish. So you guys are gonna see it in a few minutes. I'm gonna try to do this, guys, so please help me here. Alright, 1, 2, 3. You see the performance of both. See the way they open. I'm gonna do something here really quick. So I don't know if you notice in here. I'm gonna open, for example, my page in both. Here, my page in both. Okay, and I want you to see something and tell me if you notice or not. But in the iPhone, it looks a little bit more yellow. You know, you can see it in the details. You see the logo of the AT&T logo there. You see that in the HTC One, the AT&T logo, the background looks white, blue, and orange. And you see on the iPhone, you can even notice the orange. And that's about the saturation, the technology that the screen of the HTC One M8 had. For example, in this picture in here, you can see also, I'm going to do a close-up in here. So I'm going to focus a little bit more. Right? You see? And I'm going to focus in here in the iPhone. Again, the iPhone is on the right. The HTC One M8 is in the left. Let's see the screen. What happened with the screen? Like, okay, you see, side view. You can see the difference in here. Yeah, you see, both phones are on the 100% brightness. So there's nothing hiding here. Okay. I'm gonna try to open Instagram on both at the same time. So wait, see, trying to do this one-handed. You see the iPhone upload a little bit faster there in the app, right? For example, you can see, what I'm trying to tell you guys about the screen, about the blues, example, you see, look at the whites, look at the jersey, the white of the jersey on the HTC One M8 and the white on the jersey on the iPhone looks more yellowish. It's yellowish because of the technology on the screen. The iPhone has an ICP technology. I'm gonna zoom in here. I'm gonna do a close up here. So my body here, Louis Moreno, write something. So I want you to see the details in here. Okay, the details on the letters, pixelation, and absolutely this picture in here. You see, right? So now I want you to see. I'm gonna do the same thing on the iPhone. Alright, let me see if it is okay. Alright, give me a second. Alright. I don't know if you guys can notice the difference there, but you see, I'm gonna put it side by side so you guys can see it. The details. You see the details in the HTC One. You can read a little bit more clear. It's not a huge difference, but you got something there. It's one of the improvements that we expect. You can see the audio quality. I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna put this video again. Like, look at the quality. It's the audio quality. Yeah, and now the audio quality on the iPhone. Well, if you see, both phones are running on the same network, so there's no advantage in here. There's both are AT&T phones, LTE phones. They're running on the 4G LTE network. Something that I would like to mention in this analysis in here is that both phones are different. We know in here that Android is a completely different software in comparison from iOS. iOS is super simple. We've not been seeing a lot of changes in iOS since the iOS came out. Probably iOS 7 is the biggest change in color wise and stuff like that. But the way the iOS works is just the same way. All the icons on the screen. You select Android is quite a little bit more different, more personalization. You make your own widgets and you make it look the way you want to. Battery life, something that a lot of people ask me. Battery life. This phone, for example, HTC One M8. You see this stick? It's really nice in here because you can wait. I don't need to hit power in here. I just hit twice the screen. I want to do it again. I hit twice the screen, and the screen will turn on. Also, if I wanna do like a voice, like a call or something, I just need to do this, and it will ask me what I want to do. See? So, yeah. If I want to go directly to the news feed, just do this in here, and this is pretty amazing. It's a news feed, so you can have everything updated there. It's like if you guys know about the Flipboard app, kind of like that. You got everything here, and you connect yourself directly. If you want to see that news over there, just need to click, and it will open the news, and you have the chance to read it. I'll go back. You synchronize your media, sports, like everything, Twitter, everything. Like for example, I want to see that news over there. Pretty neat. You can share whenever you want. It's a pretty good feature. Those are the difference, between Android and iOS. And I'm not gonna talk about who's better than who. I just mentioned the difference because a lot of people has been asking me the difference between those two devices, and I think that the difference in here also is battery life. The HTC One, it has an amazing battery life and really good battery life. This phone give you around 15 to 20 hours of battery. I've been around experience 16, 17 hours, but the experts say that around 20. The iPhone, it used to give me almost 11, 12 hours. All depends the usage. When I'm talking about 16, 17 hours is a lot of usage. Videos, playing music, taking pictures, recording videos, seeing YouTube videos, streaming from Hulu or Netflix. Heavy usage. This one, around 10 hours. I need to charge this phone probably before, during the day, or carry my Mophie battery case to give it power, and more after the iOS 7.1, not the 7.0, the 7.1 update. After that update, I've been seeing that my 5S battery drains quite much faster. The downside of this one, absolutely, this one has a fingerprint. The camera on the iPhone is better. I understand that the camera on the iPhone is better. For example, for different things. For example, I want to use, you see, is a better camera. If I compare this one in here, let me open it. Here the camera, and hey, how are you guys? I'm gonna, you see the camera, you see, don't get me wrong, it's a good camera, but HTC has been thinking that it's not about pixels, it's about how big the pixels are, and how much light you can. This phone performs amazingly in dark environments, at the point that you almost don't need to use your flash, and that's amazing because you retain a lot of quality colors. But the iPhone does pretty good on the low lights. Sometimes requires the flash, and the flash is pretty good in this phone. It's not a DSLR flash, but it's a pretty good flash. But this one performs better in dark environments. This one performs quite much better in regular lighting, and if you're gonna take pictures. But both cameras are pretty good, but in cameras the iPhone is quite much better. So here, people ask me a lot about the pros and the cons. If you guys have more questions, you can ask me. I know the Galaxy S5 is coming out soon, so we'll see. HTC did a pretty good job in this one. Again, the build quality, this phone doesn't feel cheap. It's metal, like the iPhone. That's something that I love, something that I miss from Android phones. I always go back to this thing. It's because I use a lot of Apple devices, my iPad, my computer, and I love the camera in this phone. I gotta admit it. I love the camera in this phone. But this phone in here, this phone It's the first phone in a while that made me get rid of this phone and forget, even don't miss my iPhone, because the way the phone works, how fast it is for the longest way. The HTC One is the fastest Android phone that I ever had. It's the fastest phone. It's responsive. I don't see lag. The phone is doesn't froze. The phone is really responsive. You guys saw it, I just need to, the phone is super fast. The phone is responsive. I open an app, it's automatically instantive, like in the moment and at the instant. Everything. The phone is really, really, really responsive. Browser wise, everything. The phone is super, super, super fast. So this is my review about the HTC One. I hope you guys like it. You guys can comment around and ask me anything question. If anything, just hit me up through YouTube and I will answer your question. Alright, have a good day. God bless you.